Hey guys, Stuart Bell from Aldera here, and I want to record a quick video. I want to talk a bit about disruption. There's a lot of talk going on at the moment about, disruption of advice businesses, disruption of this, disruption of that. And I wanted to share with you, if you're worried about this, if you're not worried about it, if you're asking questions, if you want to know kind of where it may come from, here's one question you can ask yourself to kind of identify whether or not your business is potentially up for disruption, or whether or not, you're ahead of the pack, because I think that's just as important as well. So stay tuned for me. This one is about, of all things, the bullshit stories that Nokia told itself just before it got, finished really. Anyway, stay tuned. About 4 weeks ago, we had our 2-day offsite in Coogee, phenomenal place by the beach there. And one of the topics that came up, because we were talking a lot about commercial business models and profitability, one of the topics that came up was disruption. And it came up again in a workshop I ran. So it's obviously a really hot topic. I was presenting on how to know where our industry's at and all the rest of it. And this story came up and I wanted to share it because it's really memorable. Do you remember in 2013 when Nokia was acquired by Microsoft? And the CEO of the company, he kind of sat in front of the gathered press and said, you know what, we didn't do anything wrong and still we lost. And I remember thinking back at the time, that's bullshit. And in saying that, he demonstrated exactly why Nokia lost. There was this clamor for the release of re-release of the Nokia 3310. And anybody who had a 3310, you remember this is the phone that, you turn to your friend on a Friday night and go, wow, my phone's nearly out of batteries. And then Monday morning it would finally, run out. All they had to do was re-release that phone. Maybe with an updated operating system, maybe with a game other than snakes on it. But they didn't. They tried to release a newfangled version. It looked different. It felt different. It just wasn't the same phone and didn't learn about not being Nokia. They didn't change. They didn't evolve. They just stayed being Nokia and they lost. Charles Darwin is often quoted as saying, evolution is survival of the fittest. And it's a misquote. He didn't say that. He said evolution is the survival of the most adaptable. In other words, evolution favors those who are able to adapt, not those who are strongest. I don't want to see our industry just survive. I want to see us thrive. I want to see us a point where we can step forward and we have an offer for far more people than we have now out there in the marketplace. And everybody who needs help with their money can get help in one way or another. But to do that, we have to change things. We have to evolve. One of the key things that you need to be aware is technology will threaten businesses in certain ways. Kevin Kelly said it best when he said, if you're a business that delivers a service, you can be commoditized. You're at threat from AI. But if you're a business that delivers an experience, you can't be touched. Because that's what humans are good at. We're good at creating feelings in other people. So what this is about is it's recognizing that, I know a lot of people might say it, but how your business is run today is not going to be the way it's run 5 years from now. The way that people want to engage you, the way that your service is delivered, the way that technology is all going to change. And starting by asking right here and now, what am I changing is a good way to start. But equally importantly, ask yourself the question, am I delivering a service or am I delivering an experience? Hopefully, if you've understood the true power of what advice can do for people, you'll realize most of what you do will come in how you impact people's ability to change their own behavior. Anyway, that's it from me. I just want to share this. If you liked it, feel free to share. If you really liked it, drop me an email and let me know, what are you doing in your business to move forward? I'd love to share with you some of the strategies we're applying. But for the meantime, have a great week and I'll speak to you soon. See ya.